that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
Divorced, but not legally divorced for the past 7 years. And this was all going on when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. I am flabbergasted. Okay, y'all. It is Mary
and Amma.
And we invite y'all to like,
subscribe to this channel,
and comment down below. Do not forget to subscribe to our Patreon, honey. Like, I cannot believe this. This woman came out here instead of they have been separated, well, divorced, just not on paper, for the past 7 years.
Wow.
And I am shocked.
You know what is?
No one would have known.
No one would have known. I always thought that anytime I heard that Will and Jada were marriage goals, or if I hear stuff like Beyonce and Jay-Z have marriage goals, or Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union have marriage goals,
just have to side-eye that person.
Yeah. There are a lot of couples out there that people think have marriage goals that leave me scratching my head. But for Will and Jada, I just felt like
they were never meant to be together.
They really weren't. Like, this woman had just lost Tupac, who she felt like was the love of her life.
Yeah, those.
Her mother really felt like probably, hey, Tupac is not the kind of man for you.
Well, she got pregnant with Will.
Will is the man for you. He's an up and coming movie star. He's big time. He seems responsible. He goes to church. So the mother's mouth was in her ear. And in this case, she was there bawling. Red flag, bawling on your wedding day.
Before you have to walk down the aisle, that does not mean you happy. And that can't be happy tears, because she still has trauma from it. Was talking to her mom on the couch about how you forced me to marry Will. Actually said this in front of Willow. Talking about how you forced me to marry this man because I was pregnant and I was bawling my eyes out. I didn't want to do it, but you made me do it, because she's from that generation where you get pregnant, you get married. Well, when men were still marrying you when you got pregnant. They had morals back then, damn it. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know. I wasn't back in those days.
I don't know either. I was born in 1998.
I don't know. Were men married women back in those days? And back in her mother's days. Listen, I don't even know how old her mom is. She looks fantastic
for her age.
She really does. So anyway, anywho, Mary's still laughing at her jokes. Yep, that is very funny. But yeah, anywho, 7 years. Wow, like they both it has taken a toll on them.
I mean, you can tell on her physically. She has aged, looking older than her mama, honey. Did you see the wrinkles?
They look like sisters. I feel they both look good though. They both look good. I feel though.
No, but if you look close up in this interview, when you look at the pictures, which I'm going to show, she really look. You could tell. You could see every wrinkle on her face, honey.
And I feel as though she and Will. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. I feel as though they both have some kind of codependency, like the fact that you guys are divorced. However, you don't do it legally, because she said that she was afraid. She's afraid to do it.
Well, maybe
she's
it's this
afraid
money
to do it. And I think it's because of the name, like trying to keep an image.
The Smiths.
And it's sad because so many of us do not live our authentic self. We don't live our authentic lives, So many of us. And it has taken a toll on both of them. Yeah. Will has aged.
Yeah.
Last time I saw him, I was like, oh, okay, now the age is showing, I guess. I think they're both in their 50s now. I guess the age starts showing then. But yeah, she has also aged. But you can see the sadness, the stress, the kind of holding on, like holding everything in, trying to come correct. The other thing I was wondering if you guys will tell me, the red table talk, did that start like 7 years ago? I just wondered about that.
Oh,
You know, like when did that start? You know, was that after she got this divorce? You know, not legally on paper. And
Yeah.
now that all of this has come out, she says that they're still not going to do it. They're still not going to do it on paper. And that is because I think she said she's afraid of doing that. So
well, I
now
think
we
one's
have
the
to,
money issue too. Like,
Yeah.
what if they're all entangled? They never got a prenup because they both were young. They really weren't popping like that at the time when they
He
got together.
was.
He was popping a little
Yeah.
bit, but would he
I
have
mean,
given?
she was also an actress, but probably not making as much. Maybe he wasn't even making as much as he's making now, for sure.
But would he have given the love of his life, quote unquote,
Like
a
a
prenup,
prenup?
when
Probably
he's
not.
wanted her all the time, was pining over her, where he even dared to give her a prenup?
You know, then
I doubt
prenups
it.
were not popular. you
No,
know,
they
yeah.
weren't. So maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe they both will go bankrupt.
Like how?
suing each other.
Well, how are we going to share everything? I think you just split it in half. There are wealthy people who've done that before. You have Bezos, but I think Bezos, they didn't have a prenup.
he didn't have shit before his wife.
Exactly. So, who else? Who else? Bill Gates. I'm sure they had a prenup though, because he already was a millionaire.
Established. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So, oh wow. And then for the kids, you know,
Toxic.
for the
Toxic.
kids, now I kind of understand why they have kind of been out there trying to do their own thing, create their own path, because you have mama and daddy here holding everything in, not living their truth, not living their authentic lives, and being miserable and looking miserable. They both look miserable.
But I'm really conflicted though, because so this whole thing with August Alsina had to happen when they quote unquote were divorced. But y'all came out here talking about bad marriage for life and how you guys were separated at the time. So
Right.
I'm confused. I'm getting conflicting stories. You're here saying that you've been divorced, quote unquote, for 7 years, but you're with August Alsina. You said you guys were separated, but y'all came back together.
Was that less than 7 years? The August Alsina?
The August Alsina thing is not
It's
old.
recent,
I think it was
okay.
at least maybe 4,
Okay.
5 years ago. If I'm correct.
Okay.
Y'all let me know.
So
in
they
the
were
comment section.
already
Divorced,
separated.
quote unquote.
So divorce? Why did you guys feel the need? It's like,
Why'd you have Will out here on Red Table Talk? This man crying like he wanted to break down when y'all both say y'all were divorced. So my thing is, are you lying?
It's like, I think they do things to each other to certainly make the other feel bad. and I
Are
don't
they
want to
cancers? Maybe they're past.
No, they're not. He's a Gemini.
Oh,
And she's a Virgo.
Oh.
And that will not probably work.
nah, it don't work.
At
A Gemini man?
No.
Wahala.
Don't
Listen,
date a Gemini man.
I would say the
Now,
Cancer
there are
men.
some amazing Gemini men, but they are very, very few. Like, I don't. It's like looking for a needle in a damn haystack.
I have to say Cancer men
And
and Sagittarius men are the worst. I'm sorry to anyone
And
who...
Virgo women can be very can be a little bizarre sometimes, and it's not a good fit at all.
Yeah, no.
At all. He might seem to be too much for her, his energy, but then at the same time too, she might do little petty things to him.
What was Tupac's sign?
Girl, I don't know.
What did you... Anyway, I'm shocked you don't know the sign.
No, I don't know. I have no idea. That man has not been here for a little while.
I thought you loved Tupac.
I do, but he has not been here. That's why I know he hasn't been here for a while. And so I don't know why you decided. I never looked it up.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, this whole
Ooh,
thing has been a mess.
What do you all think
I
about
feel bad
this?
for the kids,
And
honey.
the thing is, I don't know why they have this need to tell us all their business. It just seems as though every few years they
we have to
come
be
out
traumatized with it.
and they have to make a big stink about stuff. I guess she's promoting her book, Worthy. And Jada, if you have not been legally divorced from this man,
I don't want to know.
I don't know how you're looking at yourself feeling worthy when you both are not even living your authentic truth.
You're not even
Do you really even know yet if you are worthy? I mean,
Ooh, but what if she was doing this to let other men know that she is technically single, so she can get back out there?
I don't know. Jada.
Oh, but also let's quickly just add this in because I don't know. Should we make it a separate video about Chris Rock?
About the Chris Rock when he went up and says, "Get your name of my wife's name out of your mouth."
No, I'm talking about when Chris Rock said that he allegedly had asked Jada on a date.
Yes.
That man decided to choose violence on it. I'm like, oh.
Lord, so maybe she told Will that Chris Rock had asked me out on a date when he thought we were divorced,
And he decided to block him.
Yes. And he decided to. Once she said that she was not divorced, right? He respectfully went on about his business. And Chris Rock, how are you gonna go with a woman who is just divorced? Because that's how you take over.
Or maybe he's lying.
And
I will hope he's
hurried.
lying just to spite Will.
So obviously he's had some
Is he a cancer?
some
Maybe he's
obsession
passive-aggressive.
with Jada for a while.
Who, Chris?
That's what I'm thinking.
Ew.
And Will was like, "No, I am tired of you, punking me out and making me seem weak. And today is the day I'm gonna get your ass back for that.
On
I'm gonna
national
give you this
TV.
slap right here, and you gonna stand there like a dodo bird and continue the ceremony without kicking my ass." Or calling security and arresting his ass at the Oscars.
I'm
But
sorry. I would have played.
anywho,
Man, I would have called the cops so fast. I would have hopped off that stage. I'm sorry. I can't. I just got slapped. Trauma units.
I'm sorry. You know something? It never helps in a situation like that. And I've been in a situation like that with my Gemini self. In a situation like that, what I have learned is best to choose violence. Okay, we don't condone violence in this channel, so let me stop.
Just
Okay.
occasionally.
But it is best to kind of go with your gut instinct
Right.
and not do what you think the world requires
Facts.
in a situation like that. If not, you will regret it. Sometimes anger can be cathartic. So, hey.
Yeah, therapeutic too.
Who child?
But yeah, y'all,
Anywho.
it is Mary.
And
Sign it off, y'all. Let us know what y'all think of this foolishness.
know
Do you
what-
think
you know-
she telling the truth or do you think she lying?
this is what I really want for them to do after they've both written their individual books.
Leave each other the hell alone and let those kids get peace.
Please, and let us get peace. Like, please, you guys, what I wish for you guys, honestly, you guys have got to get legally divorced
Get some healing.
and move away from him, Jada.
And maybe move away from your
I'm
mother.
really thinking
Because
about
your mom.
Jada more than anything.
Yeah.
Move away from Will, and you will see yourself thrive. That your hair alopecia that's going on with you, it's because you're in this relationship. I remember you had this beautiful, thick hair. Like, it's because you're in this relationship. You leave this man, divorce him legally. Move away from California, even if it's with $1 million you have in your pocket. Move. Move the state. Look, you can even move over here in Africa. Move continent.
And you live like a
And
billionaire
let your
over
children
here.
come and visit you.
Get some
And you
healing.
will see how you will thrive. That hair, it will grow back on your head. But the stress, of being, I've always found...
The stress is
listen,
enough to kill you. Okay?
I've always found Will not to live his authentic self. That's how he always seems
It always
to me.
seemed a little fake to me.
He
But
always seemed like... And there was always a deep sadness with him.
yeah.
There was always like a sadness in his eyes, you
Yeah.
know? You guys just leave each other the hell alone. Move to a different continent, both of you. And let your kids go visit you in the different continents.
And
because
say
they're
your
adults
money.
anyway.
And
And
this bottle
and,
butter.
and don't go back on television to
Tell
tell
us
us
your problems.
what's going on with you all. Give it maybe 3 years, okay?
yeah, y'all. But
Whew.
it's Mary.
And Amma,
We invite y'all to like,
subscribe.
comment down below, y'all, and let us know what y'all think of this foolishness. Bye.